All right, guys, we here, Rod Shot 30. We got Charlie Rose here. We're gonna start off from the beginning. So Charlie Rose, where are you from?
Man, I'm from Fayetteville, North Carolina, what they call Fayette 926. And
All right. What's first that got you into music?
man, honestly, man, it's a two-part answer to that. First off, my boy B-Dot back home in Fayetteville, my little brother Malachi, I just wanted to be a drug dealer, man. I wanted to run the streets. I wanted grip, you feel me? Them boys had the little studio set up. I just used to come through with 40s and weed, smoking all the time. So we used to freestyle and everything. They put me on first little mixtape. And then, you know, that was it for me. Fell off of the music thing. And then maybe like 8 months ago, you know, we was riding in the car every day, and I just used to try to get my girl to freestyle with me and shit. And she was like, man, you really good at freestyling, you know, you should actually try to make music. So, you know, here we go. I think I did my first song, what, July 22nd? So July 22nd to here, this is where we at.
Okay, that's nice, man. So what inspired you to make music?
Shit, man, everything that I ever been through in my life, you know, the place that I come from the bottom, man. I come from the slums. I don't know if anybody out there ever heard of Fayetteville, North Carolina, but if you have, like, it's a dead zone, you know? It's only a couple ways out of there. You either go to the army or you go to prison, you know what I mean? So
right.
Everything that I ever been through, everything that ever transpired in my life, I just put that shit all into my music, you know?
Right. So how would you describe the music that you make?
Man, it's just real heartfelt, real soulful. It's literally just like you could read my life by listening to my music.
Okay. So what's your creative process like in the studio when you're making a song?
Shit, boy, I ain't even gonna hold you, man. I probably make about 10, 15 songs a day. It's literally, I could hear 3 seconds of the beat and I know whether or not I wanna go off of that. And I freestyle almost all my songs. I go back and write them down. To like whatever if you send me a beat, if the beat got a name on it, that's what the name of the song, that's how it works. So if I look up a beat and the beat called Damaged and I fuck with it, just whatever damage, whatever I've been through. So
right. So let me ask you a question. If you had to collab with one major artist, who would it be?
Tory Lanez. Goddamn, this man just, he taught me so much about my craft in such a short period of time. Just like, I'm trying to get into the soulful effect. You know, I used to not be a singer. I still wouldn't classify myself as a singer, but now I can harmonize so well. But you know, I fuck with Tory Lanez because he make music for the street dudes. He make music for the ladies. He make music for the laid back people. And it's just like, he could go so many different places, you know? And I was really big into Queen. I don't know if anybody knows who Freddie Mercury is out there, but Freddie Mercury, he could hit so many different range levels. That's what made him a great singer. And I feel like Tory Lanez could hit so many different audiences, and it just really pushed me to like never have one type of sound, you know?
Right.
Everything on my album sounds different.
Right. And that's what we like to see as fans, and other people in around the world would like to see versatiles of other artists instead of just, you know, the one, you feel me, all you do is rap. Or anybody can rap, but if you can versatile stuff through beats or through singing or whatever the case may be, to me and to other people around, you can be one of the best artists in the world.
That's what man, honestly, I'm gonna tell everybody now, I love all the support and everything. I'm not even trying to be like the best rapper, you know?
Right.
My mental state, I'm trying to put myself in position to make different moves. I'm trying to really be a businessman. And I just feel like if I could make $100,000 rapping, and I could use that 100K to put it into something else, and I could take my people and afford them opportunities, then that's just what I went through to make this music was for.
Right.
So I appreciate that you said, you know, trying to be the best rapper and everything, but I just want to make good music, vibe with people, make enough money to get my people out the hood.
Right. What's one message you could give to your fans?
Shit, never stop, bro. Honestly, I tell this story to a lot of people. 10 years ago, when I was a teenager, I was 16, and somebody that was very close to me that was already in the industry, you know, he heard one song that I made and he told me, this not for you, you know, just quit. And that's 10 years worth of time that I let go down the drain. And now everybody that hears what I do, they all on my ass telling me how good I am. Like, oh man, I'm about to pop, I'm about to blow, everything is close, everything is coming. But imagine where I would be today if 10 years ago, one person would have told me, man, that dude crazy, bro, I fuck with your shit, keep going. So my thing is, don't listen to what nobody say. If you feel it in your heart, then just go ahead and do that shit, no matter how much time it takes.
Right. So I got a question for you. What would you be doing right now if it wasn't for your music career?
You want the real answer or you want the candid answer?
We gonna keep it real, 100.
Shit, I'll be pimping hoes, B. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'll be out here pimping hoes.
Okay,
Shit.
all right. Have you performed in any venues?
Yeah, I actually work with this little thing called Afton shows. I don't know if you're familiar with
Yeah.
Afton shows. I've done a few Afton shows, man. I've done a few just like live performances for a couple of people. Just, you know, I mean, nothing too major, but we working. We got a lot of shit coming this year.
Okay. So how do you feel the internet that impact the music business?
Man, honestly, I've never been like a tech savvy person into like any social media or like the internet or anything like that, but I can say from 10 years ago, me walking up to people with a little mixtape, and now today, all I got to do is put a mixtape online,
Right.
and people that I never meet is bumping my shit. I got views in Australia, I got views in Croatia. I couldn't even tell you where Croatia is on the map. You feel
Right.
me?
Yeah.
The internet made that possible for me. So,
Right.
man, I vibe with the internet, bro. I vibe with the internet a lot, especially for like independent artists. Like you never, like anybody that's a group of 5 friends could be a whole fucking record label, you know?
Right.
You don't have to sign with nobody because of the internet. So I vibe with that.
Okay. That's real. What's your favorite song to perform and why?
Man, what is my favorite song to perform? My favorite song to perform, probably an unreleased song, bro. It's called Hate in My Heart. I did a live performance. It's on YouTube, but I've never actually dropped the song. It's just really like, it's cataloging from point A to point B, you know, like I started with so much like malice and hate in my heart toward the world from where I started, where I came from. I grew up without my mom. I didn't know my dad, you know, just like, you know what I mean? I was just a really poor ass kid living in a poor ass town with a poor ass state of mind. And it's just like, as I started to venture off into the world and I left home early, I started meeting different people that put me on to different things. And it's like that love of life filled out that void of that hate in my heart. And it's just, it's a really like emotional song. I've only performed it twice. Both times, you know, I cried. So, I mean, it's something that touches me a lot.
Okay, so do you have any famous musicians that admire you?
Any famous musicians that admire me?
Yeah.
I could say I've touched a lot of people that are famous right now. You know, I'm not gonna name drop nobody because they know who they are. They in
Right.
my inbox right now. A lot of people owe me they flow, and I'm just letting them know like I'm coming back for my shit 2021.
Okay. So if you could change anything about the music industry, what would it be?
If I could change anything about the music industry, it would be these goofy motherfuckers that you gotta go through to get your shit heard. I feel like I speak real to the street people. I speak real to the real people. I don't want to bite off a Dirk or nobody, but I really feel like I'm a voice because I've been through so much shit in my life. But you got to go through all these goofy Jewish people. You got to go through all these goofy white people. You got to go through all these goofy ass, corny, motherfucking porch monkey ass, coon niggas to get your shit into play, into rotation, into whatever. You got to go through all of these. I ain't gonna say homosexuals. I could call them metros. I could call them whatever these flamboyant guys. Like, you gotta go through all these trends, and it's not really about the music no more. Nobody's really paying attention to, does this music touch my heart? Does it touch my mind? Does this music touch my soul? Does it
Right.
embody my craft, what I'm going through? It's literally, if you got views on TikTok, now you could be a #1 selling artist. If you got views on Instagram, you could be a #1 selling artist. If you gay, you could be a #1 selling artist.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's all about the gimmick and disguises. It's not really about the music no more. And I feel like that's why independent artists are really breaking out, because we stay true to our craft. And it's real people out there that want to hear that real shit. and they fucking with it. But that's the one thing I would change. I wish the music industry could get back to the real and not the gimmick and what's selling. I don't even know half of the shit that I listen to on the radio. I don't even know the fucking words to it. Everything got to dance nowadays.
Right.
So that's the one thing I would change.
That's real, man. What's the next big thing for you?
Okay, so February 3rd, my first studio album is dropping. That's Forever Pain. March 1st, I got my first mixtape dropping. That's called Throwaways Part 1. My partner Pimpin' over here got his album. We working on his shit. 2021, we making big moves. I'm actually in the works right now to sign 2 artists. Man, I've been watching this Death Row documentaries for so long, like the last month or so. I'm really on my Suge Knight shit, bro. After 2021, y'all might not hear no music out of me because I'm stepping out. I'm stepping into the driver's seat. I'm going to get me some artists up under my belt. Got a production company coming. Got Poison Playhouse coming. Stay tuned. All of that, man. We doing big things, big things.
Okay, so I was also doing the research, and I can't even lie, man. I love the Honest album that you got out. How did that album come about?
Man, honestly, bro, I haven't been home in like 10 or 11 years. After I left school, I just left for good, you know?
Yeah.
And I just had to be real honest with myself. I was in a point where it don't matter what I was trying to pursue, I was failing. And that's because the energy that I was putting out into the universe was the energy that I was getting back from the universe. So I had to let go of a lot of shit. I had to let go of a lot of pain. I had to let go of a lot of struggle, a lot of people that did me wrong. I had to forgive them and forgive myself and move forward. And it's really just like the Honest album was just any emotions, any malice, any bottled up frustrations that I had. I just let all of that out into that little project.
Okay. So the No Sleep track was also dope. I heard that.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I heard that. That was actually nice. How did you and Poison Doll collab with that album? How did that come about?
Man, Poison Doll, she put me onto the game, man. She brought me into the game, you know, everything like that. And it's really just, man, like it was a period of time where we was living off in a hotel and we really wasn't getting no sleep because we had to pay for this hotel every single day, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I was even working a job at Walmart and I was working at Pizza Hut, you know, she was dancing in the club. And we was hitting, I ain't gonna hold you, boy. We was hitting licks, kicking in people's shit. We was setting motherfuckers up. It was just, it was really no sleep. That's what it was about, us being on the road and everything.
Right. And another song that also caught my attention was Heartless. And my question to you is, what made you heartless in life?
Man, you know, when I was younger, man, the place that I come from, it's a lot of bad shit going on. Man, my mom, you know, she was on drugs mad early. You know, my dad, he was trying to be a kingpin in the city. He achieved that goal, but then he got knocked off, you know. Like everybody in my family, they left us. I ended up in a real fucked up situation with a motherfucker that was abusing me, doing all kind of crazy shit. Didn't give a fuck. It was really just me and my brother, and then it got to a point where even my brother left, and I just felt like I didn't have nobody, you know what I mean? I just turned into a real savage. Like if you wasn't me, then it was fuck you.
Right.
Niggas that was calling themselves my best friends, you know, I was getting off on their ass. I just didn't give a fuck, you know. I was really just a heartless ass motherfucker. I was ready to die. I was ready for somebody to kill me. I was doing crazy shit because I wanted somebody to just, you know what I mean, take me off this earth, get me out of this fucking misery. And that's really what that was about.
Okay, and I can't even lie to you, man. Another song that touched me was Say Their Names. I want to know,
yo, bro,
how did that song come about, and how did those individuals that was in that video affected you?
Yo, I lived in Charlotte, man, when all of this shit was going on. I marched in all of these protests. I seen a man at a protest get shot in the head because he stepped on another black man's shoes. Damn. And it's just like, how are we, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How are we supposed to come up out of anything? We protesting a black man getting killed and you just killed another black man, and it's just like, the bullshit just don't stop, bro. It just never stops. And it's just like, it's not gonna stop until we just ramming that shit down these people's throats. And all of this shit was going on, you know, all of these motherfucking murders was going on, and nobody was speaking up. And it's just like, I lived in Louisville. I lived in the West End. 400 North 38th Street, you feel me? Like, I'm from a big town, Louisville, my boy. Shout out my boy YG Jizzle. If you see this, Louisville. You feel me? And then when that shit with Breonna Taylor happened, it was just, it hit so close to home. I've had so many asthma attacks in the city, you know. This girl, a paramedic, she could have been a motherfucker that saved my life at any point in time, and nobody's speaking on this shit. Motherfuckers is out here losing their lives, and nobody's speaking on this shit, because we too in tune with motherfucking what Kanye West got going on, what all of these people got going on, and it was no artist coming out making songs about this shit. And I give a shout out to Lil Baby. You know, I released my track before Lil Baby did, but his shit blew up, and it's not about the imprint, it's about somebody speaking up.
Right.
So I'm not even shading nobody that my shit didn't blow and his shit blew the fuck up. It's really just, I'm glad somebody saw a purpose into what it was. And it's really just, it's time for us to really just get the fuck up and start fighting back, bro. And that's what that shit was about. Say their names. That shit just, it was just everything in my fucking soul, you know what I mean? My shit was bleeding out for that.
Okay, that's real. Another question I'd like to ask you, from outside of your music, what do you listen to on a daily basis?
Man, I listen to my boy KING right here all day, every day. Motherfucking, I listen to fucking Tory Lanez all day, every day. Man, to be honest, bro, I don't even listen to a lot of music. After I make a song, I really don't even listen to my music too often. I really just listen to a lot of empty blank, like instrumentals and blank slate type shit. I'm not really one to hear somebody else's music, because I feel like, you know, like somebody might feel like this picture's still in my soul. I feel like listening to somebody else's music is still in my soul. I don't even want to hear the shit that I made last week, because I'm constantly evolving. So I prefer to just listen to a blank slate, blank instrumental, see whatever I can come up with off of that. But as far as like anybody in the industry, I'm really big into Tory Lanez, YFN Lucci. Hey man, goddamn, Lucci got me through the hardest times of my life. Lucci got me motivated. Lucci got me on my money shit. I was fucking with these hoes. Lucci taught me how to Lucci give out free game. If you a broke ass motherfucker, you listen to Lucci and you still broke, then something fucking wrong with you. But Lucci, Tory Lanez, and my boy King right here.
Okay. So let me ask you a question, man. If you had to sign to any record label, who would it be and why?
Man, I would sign to Charlie Rose Music Group, because, you know, who gonna do better for me than me?
Exactly. That's right. I feel that. I feel that. So the next thing I have for you, man, is there anything you would like to say to your fans?
Yeah, man. Stay tuned. February 3rd, we dropping Forever Pain. Stay tuned. My boy King Project. Rosalie Grandson dropping. Stay tuned. Listen, if you think you got what it take, my boy, I'm putting money behind any motherfucker that think they could do it. You feel me? And I'm not talking about no fucking paper cake, boy. I'm putting money behind motherfuckers. You feel me? If you think you could come to Charlie Rose Music Group, bring that shit to Charlie Rose Music Group. You feel me? I'm signing artists. Motherfucker, we gonna take this shit to the top. I done did all the research. I done studied all the mistakes that all the motherfucking people in the industry made, and I'm not making them mistakes. I'm really out here vibing for my fucking people, bro. Like, I'm really out here living for my motherfucking people. If you sign to me, I'm gonna make sure you eating like I'm eating. So that's my message. Come to Charlie Rose Music Group.
Okay, man. Last but not least, where can the people find your music and how can they find your social media?
All right, so you can find me on most platforms at Charlie Rose Music Group. You want my personal page, it's Charlie Rose _26. 26. And I say, look, I name drop in every song. I love my city. My city might be the worst city in the fucking world, but it made me the man that I am. I'm always gonna represent for Fayetteville, North Carolina. I'm always gonna represent for motherfucking North Carolina. You feel me? You can find me there. Charlie Rose 26, Charlie Rose Music Group. What's your page? What's your page? Any page? _ Paradise Rose. Poison Playhouse. Matter of fact, I'm gonna give y'all my fucking phone number, boy. If y'all motherfuckers really interested in working with me, if y'all really think that y'all got an opportunity to sign, hit me up. 951-239-6715. Don't come at my phone on that bullshit, because I'm really about that shit and I really put a cap in your fucking head, boy. But other than that, if you want some peaceful, constructive shit, fuck with me.
Right, man. And that's do it for Rod Shot 30, man. You got Charlie Rose here. Y'all found out where y'all can reach his music and his social media. So, and I'm sure y'all see him more around.